Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are continuing with my Pride subcategory flag series. Today we are doing the Ace Pride flag, which was requested by two of my friends, Patty and Leslie. And I'm really happy to be doing this for them, and I hope they enjoy the look that I create. Now, I've already done all of my base makeup. I went relatively simple today. I started with the Purlisse Watermelon Energizing Aqua Balm as my moisturizer. This is a fantastic moisturizer. It's super lightweight. It goes on really easy. Now, it does have a very strong watermelon scent, so if that's not something that you enjoy, I would avoid it. But if you like the smell of watermelon and you want a nice, easy, lightweight moisturizer, this is definitely the way to go. After that, I used my Laura Mercier Foundation Primer in Radiance. That will focus. This has a slight tint to it. It is very luminescent, and I really like it. After that, I concealed my under eye circles. My eyes are watery because of allergy season. It's a constant. And I've got a couple of little blemishes that I also concealed just a little bit because I made the mistake of using a neem oil based product, and my skin does not like neem oil. But for my concealer, I used the Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer in the shade number 3. For my foundation today, I used the Pure 4-in-1 Mineral Pressed Mineral Makeup Broad Spectrum SPF 15 in the shade Golden Medium MN5. And that was my foundation. For bronzer, I used the Pacifica bronzer, and that is in the shade, I believe the bronzer is Desert, but the shades in here are Wild Rose and Desert, so I'm going to assume that the bronzer is Desert. And then I used the Ofra Madison Miller Collection blush, which is right here in the center. And then I used this highlighter as well. So that's got all of my base products covered that I used. Okay, so now we are going to jump right into the eye look. Now, for the eye look, I'm going to start out with my Tarte 2-in-1 liquid and pencil eyeliner. Now, you can use any good black eyeliner. I just happen to really like this one. And we are going to start with creating our wing, because the colors on the Ace Pride flag are purple, white, gray, and black from top to bottom, if I remember correctly. So we are going to start with the black in the form of a very dramatic wing eyeliner. Grab my mirror, and I will try not to blind y'all with it. And we're just going to start with where we want the top of the wing to be, and we're going to trace all the way down to the eye line, to the waterline on the lashes. I'm going to go ahead and drag that all the way across, and then we're going to create the rest of our wing, and we're going to make sure that's filled in nice and dark. Okay. Make sure that goes all the way across the waterline. Now, I prefer a felt tip liquid liner just because I feel it applies easier, especially in pencil form. And we're just going to go and repeat the process of creating that wing on the other eye. Again, I'm going to try not to blind y'all. And my second eye, usually my right eye, never turns out quite as well as my left, because I am right-handed, and therefore it's always easier to go across than it is to get this side. We're going to try to create as uniform of a look as possible, and if it's not perfect, that's okay. That's the thing about makeup. It doesn't have to be perfect, just as long as you're having fun doing it. And I'm filling in a couple of spots that I noticed that I had missed over here on my left eye as well, because I want that to be a good dark line. And see, that's what I mean. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you want that to be a good thick line. You want it to be really, really dramatic, because the liner is an important part of the look for this flag. So you want it to be a nice, dramatic line. Okay. There we go, and I think that's about the best I'm going to get that. Now I am going to go in and touch up just a little bit on this outer corner with a Q-tip. Now I will show y'all that. And you just very, very gently go in with the Q-tip just to clean that up a little. It doesn't have to be perfect, like I said. Just clean it up a little bit where I got below where I wanted it to be. There we go. And that's got the line created. And I will probably focus on showing y'all my left eye just because it is the better of the two. But this is kind of the look you want for the liner. Now then, I'm going to go into, this is the Color Workshop Sultry Sensual palette. This was just a really cheap palette that I got at a dollar store. I'll be honest. And I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush. This is my Farrah, let me see, 65EM mini shading brush. And with it, I'm going to go into this gray right here. It's a nice charcoaly gray. It's not too dark, but it's not too light. And we're just going to follow that line that we created all the way across the lid. The dogs that you hear in the background are the neighbor's dogs that are outside. They seem to have no control over those animals. Okay, and you see, we just want to go all the way across the lid up to the crease. Okay, and we're going to repeat that on the other eye. You want to make sure you get it dark enough that you can see it and that it's not going to fade away, but not so dark that it ends up looking black. You definitely want to bring that all the way out to the line that you created with the liner. And you don't want to go too far in on the inner corner, just because you don't want to darken up that inner corner too much. You don't want it to end up looking like you've got a black eye, honestly. And I will be coming back to this palette, but we're going to put it aside for a minute. And we are going to jump into my Proud palette from Jolie Beauty, because every look that I am creating for my Pride series is going to have at least one shade from the Proud palette. And you can tell I've been getting a lot of use out of this thing. It is horribly dirty, but it's okay, because that just means that I'm definitely using it. Now we're going to go in with the Farrah 35E mini tapered brush, and we're going to take that into the shade Nadia, which is this darkest purple right here. And that is going to be our crease color. So we want to bring that all the way across the crease, and we want to blend that into the gray. Just enough that you can tell that they're meant to be together, but not so much that you end up completely hiding the gray. And you can bring that up just a little bit above the crease. That is perfectly okay. I have hooded eyes, so I have to bring colors up above my crease, otherwise you don't see them. Repeat that over on the other side. And these colors in this palette are super, super pigmented. So a little bit goes a very, very long way. I created a look the other day that it took me 2 days to get it right because I picked up too much of the color that I was going to line with and ended up with that shade all over my face except for where I wanted it. And again, you don't want to bring this down too far into the corner of the eye. You just want to blend those shades really, really well together. And again, don't bring it out past that line. Do not bring this color out past your liner at all. That would not be good. Okay, and see, there you go. There is the purple. And yes, I know I'm doing these in a different order from what I said the flag has, but there are some makeup tips that are just really, really hard to get away from. And one of the biggest ones that I was taught was that your lightest shade is what goes up under your brow. So therefore, we are going to take the 10F, and this is technically a concealer brush, but I really like the shape of it because it's flat and not real fluffy. And then in here, we're going to go into this white down here at the very end. And that is the color that we are going to go into the brow bone area with. And we are going to blend that again with the purple. Not too much because, again, you don't want it to come out looking like you've got a black eye. But we're going to bring that up to the brow bone. And I just cleaned these brushes and it's not wanting to pick up this color very well. So I may end up going in with my fingertip. Yep. That's what I'm going to have to do. Kind of scrape just a little bit of that color up and go in with my fingertip and just tap it on. Of course, brush away any fallout that you have because you don't want fallout. But you definitely want to get that white to show up really, really well. And you want to be able to tell that it is white. You can get that right up underneath the brow. There you go. And then I'm also going to bring that white color, and that is going to go right into the inner corner for the inner corner highlight. And then just bring that around. There we go. Check in my mirror real quick. Okay. And then, of course, you can always go back in with one of your blending brushes if you think it's a little too dramatic and blend that a little better. Personally, I am really, really pleased with how it has turned out. And then I'm going to go in with the pencil end of the same eyeliner that I used before and do my lower waterline. And again, any black eyeliner that you are really comfortable using will work well for this look. Any darkish gray that you like, again, will work well for this look. And it's the same with the purple and the white. Now, I'll admit this white for the upper, it's the best white I've got. And even it's not really great, but that's okay, because we make do with what we've got. And then I'm going to go in with my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes for the mascara, because I can't not have mascara. We're going to apply that. To the upper lashes and just a little bit to the lower lashes. Okay, and there we go. There is the finished eye look. Y'all get a good look at that, because I've been told in the comment section on some of my other videos that I don't pause long enough for y'all to actually get a good look at the finished product. There we go. And next we are going to go into the lippy bag. And eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I think I should have pre-decided what lippy I was going to use before I started this. I think I will go into the Cargo Cosmetics. And this is the shade Paris. And it is a beautiful, rich color. And we're just going to apply that. Build up my Cupid's bow a bit, because as I've mentioned in previous videos, I don't have a natural Cupid's bow. So I have to kind of build it up and create it, and there you go. There's the finished look all together. And you'll notice my lighting is a bit different. My positioning of my camera is a bit different today. That's because I got a window unit air conditioner. We do not have central air in this house, so we depend on window units, and my room did not have one until a few days ago, so now I've got an AC in here. Now, I will do my best to remember to turn it off whenever possible when I'm going to be recording. But, yeah, I have AC in my room, so now I won't be completely unbearably hot this summer. But that is all for today, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!